Okay. Bandeham Shri Guru Shiyatha Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Rana Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitam Sya Om Jnana Timarandasya Gyananjana Shalakya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gorva Bistam Supurakam Gurganarasi Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta-veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwa Gurunsha Divyad Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchandavaranam Balarka Chailanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Banditam Shubharam Mareka Sharanam Nyasishvara Sridharam Vanshakapatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translations and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And we're in Antya-lila chapter 1, Rupa Goswami's second meeting with the Lord. So this is text number 79. This is the verse composed by Srila Rupa Goswami that reflected Mahaprabhu's mood. Priya soyam Krishna sahachari kuruketra militas tataham sarada tadidam ubayo sangama sukam tatapi antakelan madhura murali panchamajushe manome kalindi pulina vipinaya spriyayati. My dear friend, now I have met my very old and dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. I am the same Radharani, and now we are meeting together. It is very pleasant, but I would still like to go to the bank of the Jamuna beneath the trees of the forest there. I wish to hear the vibration of his sweet flute playing the fifth note within the forest of Vrindaban. Talapatre shloka liki chalite rakila samudra snana korivare Rupa Gosai gela. After writing this verse on a palm leaf, Rupa Goswami put it somewhere in his thatched roof and went to bathe in the sea. Hinakale Prabhu Aila Tahare Milite Chale Shloka Deke Prabhu Lagila Padite. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there to meet him, and when he saw the leaf pushed into the roof and saw the verse, he began to read it. Shlokapadi Prabhu Suke Premavishta Hoila Hinakale Rupa Gosai Snana Koriaila. After reading the verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was overwhelmed by ecstatic love. At that very time, Rupa Goswami returned, having finished bathing in the sea. Prabhu deke dandavat prangane padila Prabhu tare chapada mari kohite lagila. Seeing the Lord, Sri Rupa Goswami fell flat in the courtyard to offer obeisances. The Lord slapped him mildly in love and spoke as follows. Gudamora ridoe tui janila kemone ete kohe rupe koila drida lingane. My heart is very confidential. How did you know my mind in this way? After saying this, he firmly embraced Rupa Goswami. So here, Mahaprabhu is surprised to read that verse because he hasn't expressed his mood. He's saying a verse which no one understands, but Rupa Goswami has written a verse that parallels that verse, that explains it. And Mahaprabhu says, my heart is very confidential. How did you know my mind in this way? And after saying this, he firmly embraced Rupa Goswami. And he's using verbs, he's using words, not verbs, but he's using words and verbs that one will speak to someone in great confidence, like you would say to maybe a child or to a servant or somebody who is of much confidence to you, tui, and it's an informal way of speaking. So he's showing that he has much affection for Rupa Goswami to speak that way. Say shloka loya prabhu swarupe dekaila swarupera parika lagi tahare puchila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took that verse and showed it to Swarup Damodar for him to examine. Then the Lord questioned him. Mora antar bharta rupa janila kemone swarup kohe jani kripa koriacha apane. Mahaprabhu says, how could Rupa Goswami have understood my heart, the Lord asked. Swarup Damodar replied, I can understand that you have already bestowed your causeless mercy upon him. So the question also has some idea like, did you say anything to Rupa Goswami about what my heart is? Because also Swarup Damodar is very confidential to Mahaprabhu. And Swarup Damodar is saying, no, but I have considered that you have already showed your full mercy to him, and that's why he can express these things. And it says, Anyata artakara nahi hoigyan tumi purve kripa koila hari anuman. No one could otherwise understand this meaning. I can therefore guess that previously you bestowed upon him your causeless mercy. So he's saying if he can express that, it's because he already has your mercy so he can understand. Otherwise it would be impossible. Prabhu ko he iha amai prayage milila jogyapatra jani ihai mora kripa tahoila. Mahaprabhu replied, Rupa Goswami met me at Prayag. Knowing him to be a suitable person, I naturally bestowed my mercy upon him. Tabe Shakti Sanchari Ami Koelun Upadesh Tumia Kahia Ihai Rasera Bisesh. I thereupon also bestowed upon him my transcendental potency. Now you also should give him instructions. In particular, instruct him about transcendental levels or about rasa. You instruct Rupa Goswami about rasa. Mahaprabhu is saying to Swarup Damodar. Swarup kohe jateye shloka dekilun tumi koriacha kripa tabahi janilu. Swarup Damodar said, as soon as I saw the unique composition of this verse, I could immediately understand that you had bestowed upon him your special mercy. Falena falakaranam anumiyate. By seeing a result, one can understand the cause of that result. So if you see some result, you can see what is the cause of that result. Svarga paga hema mrinalinam. Svarga paga hema mrinalininam. Nana mrinalagra bujo bhajama. Ananurupam tanurupa vridim karyam nidanad di gunan adite. Svarga paga hema mrinalininam hana mrinalagra buja bhajama. Ananurupam tanurupa vridim karyam nidanad di gunan adite. The river Ganges flows. The river Ganges flowing in the heavenly planets is full of golden lotus flowers, and we, the residents of those planets, eat the stems of the flowers. Thus we are very beautiful, more so than the inhabitants of any other planet. This is due to the law of cause and effect, for if one eats food in the mode of goodness, the mode of goodness increases the beauty of one's body. Chaturmasya Rahi Gaudiya Vaishnava Chalila Rupa Goswami Mahaprabhu Charane Rahila. After the 4 months of Chaturmasya, Shravan, Bhadra, Asvina, and Kartik, all the Vaishnavas of Bengal returned to their homes. But Srila Rupa Goswami remained in Jagannath Puri under the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ek din Rupa Koran Nataka Likan Achambite Mahaprabhu Hoila Agama. One day, while Rupa Goswami was writing his book, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suddenly appeared. Sambrame duhe uti dandabad hoila duhe alingia Prabhu asane basila. As soon as Haridas Thakur and Rupa Goswami saw the Lord coming, they both stood up and then fell down to offer him their respectful obeisances. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced them both, and then sat down. Kya putte lika bole ek patra nila akara dekiya Prabhu mane suke hoila. So Mahaprabhu suddenly came to where Rupa Goswami and Haridas Thakur was staying, and he sees that Rupa Goswami is writing. So the Lord inquired, "What kind of book are you writing?" He held up a palm leaf that was a page of the manuscript, and when he saw the fine handwriting, his mind was very pleased. So he used to write on palm leaves. And then Mahaprabhu picked up one of the leaves, one of the pages, and he liked how nicely Rupa Goswami's handwriting was. Shri Rupera Kara Jenu Mukatar Panti Prita Hoya Koren Prabhu Akarera Stuti. Thus being pleased, the Lord praised the writing by saying, the handwriting of Rupa Goswami is just like rolls of pearls. Se patre Prabhu ek shloka jaydakila, padite shloka premi abhishta hoila. While reading the manuscript, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw a verse on that page, and as soon as he read it, he was overwhelmed by ecstatic love. Well, this is a verse that he saw on the page that Rupa Goswami had written. Tunde tandavini ratim vitanute tundavali labdaye karnakroda kadambini gatayate karnar bedebhyas priham cheta prangana sangini vijayate sarvendriyanam kritim no jane janite kiyadbir amritai krishneti varnadvayi. So, I do not know how much nectar the 2 syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. We then desire many, many mouths. When the name enters the holes of the ears, we desire many millions of ears. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. Shloka Shuni Haridas Hoila Ulasi Nachite Lagila Shloker Arta Prashamsi. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted this verse, Haridas Thakur, upon hearing the vibration, became jubilant and began to dance while praising its meaning. Krishna namera mahima shastra sadhu muke jani namera madhuri aiche kahan nahi shuni. One has to learn about the beauty and transcendental position of the holy name of the Lord by hearing the revealed scriptures from the mouths of devotees. Nowhere else can we hear of the sweetness of the Lord's holy name. It is said in the Padma Purana, Ata Shri Krishna Namadina Bhavid Grayam Indriyai. Chanting and hearing of the holy name of the Lord cannot be performed by the ordinary senses. The vibration of the Lord's holy name is completely spiritual. Thus it must be received from spiritual sources and must be chanted after having been heard from a spiritual master. One who hears the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra must receive it from the spiritual master by oral reception. Srila Sanatana Goswami has forbidden us to hear the holy name of Krishna chanted by non-Vaishnavas, such as professional actors and singers, for it will have no effect. It is like milk touched by the lips of a serpent, as stated in the Padma Purana. Vaishnavam mukodgirnam putam hari katamritam shravanam naiva kartavyam sarpochistam yatapaya. As far as possible, therefore, the devotees in the Krishna conscious movement gather to chant the holy name of Krishna in public so that both the chanters and listeners may benefit. Tabe Mahaprabhu duhe korea lingan, madhyana korite samudre korela gaman. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Haridas and Rupa Goswami and left for the seaside to perform his noontime duties. In other words, he would go and bathe in the ocean. Aradin Mahaprabhu dekite Jagannath Sarvabhauma Ramananda Swarupa Desat Tabi Mili Chaitanya Sri Rupa Milite Pate Tara Guna Sabare Lagila Kahite. On the next day, after visiting the temple of Lord Jagannath, as usual, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Ramananda Roy, and Swarup Damodar. They all went together to Srila Rupa Goswami, and on the way the Lord greatly praised his qualities. So Mahaprabhu is going with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Ramananda Roy, and Swarup Damodar. Dui shloka kohe prabhur hoila mahasuk, nija bhaktir guna kohe haya panchamuk. Dui shloka kohe prabhur hoila mahasuk, nija bhaktir guna kohe haya panchamuk. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited the two important verses, he felt great pleasure. Thus, as if he had 5 mouths, he began to praise his devotees. So the 2 verses are verse Priya Soyam, that we started by mentioning what Radharani's meeting with Krishna, and Tunde Tandavini, which is glorification of the holy names. Sarvabhauma Ramanande Parika Korite Shiruper Guna Duhare Lagila Kohite. Just to examine Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Ramananda Roy, the Lord began to praise the transcendental qualities of Sri Rupa Goswami before them. So Mahaprabhu is pleased, and he's also examining Ramananda Roy and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to see what their feelings are. So he says, Ishvara Swabhava Bhaktir Naloy Aparad Alpaseva Bahumane Atma Parjanta Prasad. Characteristically, the Supreme Personality of Godhead does not take seriously an offense committed by a pure devotee. The Lord accepts whatever small service a devotee renders as being such a great service that he is prepared to give it even himself, what to speak of all other benedictions. Vrityasya pashyati gurun api naparadan sevam manag api kritam bahudam Bhupaiti avishkaroti pishuneshvapi nabhyasuyam shilena nirmalamati purushottamoyam. The Supreme Lord, who is known as Purushottama, the greatest of all persons, has a pure mind. He is so gentle that even if his servant is implicated in a great offense, he does not take it very seriously. Indeed, if his servant renders some small service, the Lord accepts it as being very great. Even if an envious person blasphemes the Lord never manifests anger against him. Such are his great qualities. Bhakta Sange Prabhu Aila Deki Duijan Dandavat Haya Koila Charana Bandhan. When Haridas Thakur and Rupa Goswami saw that Mahaprabhu had come with his intimate devotees, they both immediately fell down like logs and offered prayers to their lotus feet. So Mahaprabhu has arrived with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Swarup Damodar, and Ramananda Roy. So when Haridas Thakur and Rupa Goswami saw that Mahaprabhu had come with his intimate devotees, they both immediately fell down like logs and offered prayers to their lotus feet. Bhakta Sange Koila Prabhu Duhare Milan Pindate Basila Prabhu Loya Bhaktagan. Thus Mahaprabhu and his personal devotees Thus Mahaprabhu and his personal devotees met Rupa Goswami and Haridas Thakur. The Lord then sat in an elevated place with his devotees. So Mahaprabhu and his personal devotees met Rupa Goswami and Haridas Thakur. The Lord then sat down in an elevated place with his devotees. Okay. Rupa Haridas Duhe Basila Pinda Tale Sabara Agrahina Utila Pindarupare. Rupa Goswami met Haridas Thakur. Rupa Goswami and Haridas Thakur sat at the foot of the elevated place where Mahaprabhu was sitting. Although everyone asked them to sit on the same level as the Lord and his associates, they did not do so. Purvashlok Pararu Prabhu Agya Koila Lajatena Paderu Mona Darila. When Mahaprabhu asked Rupa Goswami to read the verse they had previously heard, Rupa Goswami, because of great shyness, did not read it, but instead remained silent. Swarup Gosai Tabe Se Shloka Parila Shuni Sabakar Chite Chamakkara Hoila. Thus Swarup Damodar recited the verse, and when all the devotees heard it, their minds were struck with wonder. Priyasoyam Krishna Sahachari Kuruketra Militas Tataham Sa Radha Tadidam Ubayo Sangama Sukam Tatapiyanta Kelan Madhura Murali Panchama Jushe Mano Me Kalindi Pulina Vipinaya Spriyayati. My dear friend, now I have met my very old and dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. I am the same Radharani, and now we are meeting together. It is very pleasant, but I would still like to go to the bank of the Jamuna beneath the trees of the forest there. I wish to hear the vibration of his sweet flute playing the fifth note within the forest of Vrindaban. So Swarup Damodar is reading this verse that Rupa Goswami has written because Rupa Goswami was shy, but Swarup Damodar read the verse, "My dear friend, now I have met my very old and dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. I am the same Radharani, and now we are meeting together. It is very pleasant, but I would still like to go to the bank of the Jamuna. Beneath the trees of the forest there, I wish to hear the vibration of his sweet flute playing the fifth note within the forest of Vrindaban." So, this is a verse. "Priya soyam Krishna sahichare kurukshetra militas tataham sa Radha tadidam ubayo sangama sukam tatapi anta kelan madhura murali panchama jushe mano me kalindi pulina vipinaya sprihayati." My dear friend, now I have met my very old and dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. I am the same Radharani, and now we are meeting together. It is very pleasant, but I would still like to go to the bank of the Jamuna beneath the trees of the forest there. I wish to hear the vibration of his sweet flute playing the fifth note within the forest of Vrindaban. So, as we mentioned yesterday, this is the parallel verse that Rupa Goswami wrote that explained how Mahaprabhu during the Ratha Yatra was stating or saying a verse which no one could understand, that of a woman, it's being expressed by a woman saying that, speaking of her lover that she knew in her youth, and now years later she's meeting him and saying that we are the same, but still, I wish to go back to the original place of our loving meetings together, and saying that, more or less expressing a mood that things have changed. He's the same person, I'm the same person, but what was conducive to our meeting at that time is now not happening. And nobody can understand what Mahaprabhu is, why he's reciting that verse. But this verse by Rupa Goswami explains it. He explains that this is Srimati Radharani and this is Krishna, and they're meeting years later in Kurukshetra. And Radharani is happy to see Krishna, but she's still feeling that this is not what I knew before, because here there are elephants, there are chariots, there are wives, there are everything, and so the situation is much different. I wish to take Krishna back to Vrindaban. So then one will say, well, why is that? What is, Rupa Goswami has expressed this, but what does this mean? And it is Mahaprabhu's mood during the Ratha Yatra, that he's taking the mood of Radharani and wanting to take Krishna back to Vrindaban. And the Nilachala Jagannath Puri temple is like Dwarka, and the Gundicha temple is like Vrindaban. So the whole mood of Mahaprabhu in the Ratha Yatra is Radharani wanting to take Krishna back to Vrindaban. And Srila Govinda Maharaj and Guru Maharaj have said that the meeting of Radha and Krishna in Kurukshetra is the mood of the greatest separation. Although they are so close, still they are not together. They are very, very close, and the mood is of deep separation, and it is said, when there is that much mood of separation, there is room for service of the devotee. And Guru Maharaj explains that. He says, like for instance, some merchants will go to a war zone and they'll set up shop there, and they charge very high prices because there's no markets, there's no stores where they're at war. So somebody goes there and say sells some eggs, and he sells them at a very high price. You know, much more than normal, because there is a great need. nobody can get any supplies, so they're willing to pay more. And somebody is bringing them there at great difficulty and expense. So things go for a higher price. So in the same way, Guru Maharaj explains that when Radha and Krishna are together, and yet because it's not Vrindaban, Krishna's not a cowherd boy, he doesn't play his flute, and then those things, there is a need for service there. And that is where, when there is that much separation, one can offer service. Whereas when Radha and Krishna are in Vrindaban, very few outsiders or very few other persons will be involved in their pastimes. Only the most intimate devotees. But when there is a mood of separation, there is more need for service, and therefore a devotee can offer some service. So this is Mahaprabhu's mood in Ratha Yatra, wanting to take Krishna back to Vrindaban, and this is the verse that expresses that. My dear friend, now I have met my very old and dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. I am the same Radharani, and now we are meeting together. It is very pleasant, but I would still like to go to the bank of the Jamuna. Beneath the trees of the forest there, I wish to hear the vibration of his sweet flute playing the fifth note within that forest of Vrindaban. Raya Bhattacharya Boli, Tomara Prasad Bine, Tomara Ridoy E Janila Kemone. After hearing this verse, Ramananda Roy and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without your special mercy, how could this Rupa Goswami have understood your heart? And then, Amate Sanchari Purve Kohila Siddhanta, Jesab Siddhante Brahma Nahi Pai Anta. It could also be said, how could he understand your mind? And when we talk about in devotional literature, mind and heart are practically the same. Mind and heart. The mind is not in the brain. That's just a workshop. That's for thinking. But that's not the mind, and that's not the heart. You cannot measure just by mental activity what is the mind or the heart. The mind has its own existence apart from any bodily functions. The mind is, you can say, almost like a metaphysical existence. And yet the Bhagavad Gita says the mind can be the best friend or the worst enemy. So in material existence, when we're in material mentality, the mind tends to be the worst enemy. It's only for very exalted devotees. For someone who's very advanced, does the mind become your friend? Otherwise, your mind is not your friend. So your mind has to be controlled by your intelligence. But here it says, how could this, without your special mercy, how could this Rupa Goswami have understood your mind or your heart? I said, translation here says mind, but I'll say heart. That's, as I said, when you consider Vaishnavism, mind means heart. Amate sanchare purve kohila siddhanta, jesab siddhante brahma nahi pai anta. Srila Ramananda Roy said that previously Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had empowered his heart so that he could express elevated and conclusive statements to which even Lord Brahma has no access. So when Ramananda Roy met with Mahaprabhu in South India in the Godavari, Mahaprabhu empowered Ramananda Roy's heart so he could understand, and the conversation was very beautiful. So, and then elsewhere, when Mahaprabhu would travel, he says, and Mahaprabhu was asking the questions, Ramananda Roy was giving the answers, but Mahaprabhu obviously was supplying those answers in his own unique way, because Mahaprabhu would say to Ramananda Roy, say something about this, and then Ramananda Roy would say about how to attain perfection through Varnashram Dharma. Then Mahaprabhu said, this is external, say something else. So Mahaprabhu also is the source of all the conclusions, But Ramananda Roy said that previously Mahaprabhu empowered his heart so that he could express elevated and conclusive statements to which even Lord Brahma has no access. Tate Chani Purve Tomar Payache Prasad Tahabina Nahi Tomar Hridayanu Anuvad. Had you not previously bestowed your mercy on him, they said, it would not have been possible for him to express your internal feelings. So now these persons, which is Ramananda Roy, Swarup Damodar, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, they're with Mahaprabhu, and they're all agreeing that Rupa Goswami could not write this, he could not express this without your having previously bestowed all your mercy upon him. And this is very also important because as we know and heard from our acharyas like Srila Govinda Maharaj, that the Chaitanya Charitamrita, one of the purposes of the Chaitanya Charitamrita is to present Srila Rupa Goswami as the leader of our sampradaya. So now it's significant that these persons are saying, had you not bestowed all your mercy upon him, he could not express things like that, like in this, that he has written. So it's stated very openly, you have bestowed all your mercy upon him, and therefore he could understand your heart. Now that is the qualification of having bestowed that so much mercy on Srila Rupa Goswami, and later in the Chaitanya Charitamrita it is noted that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has correctly positioned Srila Rupa Goswami as the leader of our leader of our sampradaya. And that's why this particular chapter, Srila Rupa Goswami's second meeting with the Lord, is so important, because it gives these conclusions, and then after you read this chapter, you can understand, yes, we are followers of Srila Rupa Goswami. That's, okay. Prabhu kohe kaha rupa natakera shlok jai shloka shunile loker jai dukkha shok. Thus Mahaprabhu said, then Mahaprabhu said, my dear Rupa, please recite that verse from your drama, which upon being heard makes all people's unhappiness and lamentation go away. Bar bar Prabhu jadi tari agyatila tabise shloka Rupa gosai kohila. When the Lord persisted in asking this, again and again Rupa Goswami recited the verse as follows. So Rupa Goswami is being asked over and over again by Mahaprabhu. And you could say, but he is shy to answer. But why he is shy to answer? Because Mahaprabhu is his worshipable deity. He doesn't want to present himself in front of Mahaprabhu as he is shy to speak in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he's worshiping Mahaprabhu. He doesn't want to assert himself. So, but then when they're insisting again and again, when the Lord persisted in asking this again and again, Rupa Goswami then recited that verse as follows. Tunde tandavini ratim vitanute tundavali labdaye karna kroda kadambini gatayate karnarbe debhya spriham cheta prangana sangini vijayate sarvendriyanam kritim na jane janita kiyadbir amritai krishnete varnadvai. I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mind. We then desire many, many mouths. When that name enters the holes of the ears, we desire millions of ears. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. So, when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind. And therefore all the senses become inert. So mind is in the heart. Not the physical heart, we'll say, but the heart is, feeling, subjective feeling. Jata Bhakta Brinda Ar Ramananda Roy Shloka Shuni Sabar Hoila Ananda Vishmoy. When all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially Sri Ramananda Roy, heard this verse, they were all filled with happiness and were struck with wonder. They're all filled with transcendental bliss and were struck with wonder, is the words here. Sabe bole nama mahima shuniya cheyapar emuna madhurya keho nahi varne ar. Everyone admitted that although they had heard many statements glorifying the holy name of the Lord, they had never heard such sweet descriptions as those of Rupa Goswami. Raya kohe kongranta kora hena jani jahara bitare e sinantarakani. Ramananda Roy inquired, what kind of drama are you writing? We can understand that it is a mine of conclusive statements. Now here it becomes also what now is beginning to question and ask for answers and examine everything, Ramananda Roy. And why Ramananda Roy? Normally we will hear that Swarup Damodar, somebody wants to present a poem or somebody wants to present something to Mahaprabhu, first Swarup Damodar will hear it. But even though Swarup Damodar is there present, it is Ramananda Roy who is in the position of asking all the questions and who is actually, as Srila Govindamar says, presenting the examination hall of Rupa Goswami. And why Ramananda Roy? Why not Swarup Damodar? Because Ramananda Roy is also writing drama, he's experienced in this. So he knows the principles of drama and composition. He wrote Jagannath Vallabha Nataka. So he is asking Rupa Goswami these questions. And Rupa Goswami is answering. And it's very interesting because, I believe it's Rupa Goswami, when he asked to Jagannatha Pandit about his compositions, Jagannatha Pandit just said, he asked, what's the structure, what's this, how do you do this, how are you, who's the Ishtadev and all that. And Jagannatha Pandit just answers, oh, I just write whatever comes to my mind. And Jagannatha Pandit's like that, just presenting it. What comes to my mind is very beautiful, but it's not got the form of the structure of the scriptures like Rupa Goswami is giving, and Jagannath. It's not following the laws of drama or the laws of writing. So then when Jagannath Pandit said that, then Rupa Goswami, I believe it's Rupa Goswami, just says, oh, all right. And he kind of doesn't pursue it anymore. But here with Rupa Goswami, he knows exactly what he's writing, and Ramananda Roy will ask him all very detailed questions. What kind of drama are you writing? We can understand that as a mine of conclusive statements. Swarup kohe Krishna lila ranata korite, Braja lila pura lila ekatra barnite. Swarup Damodar replied for Srila Rupa Goswami. So Swarup Damodar replies to Ramananda Roy's questions. He wanted to compose a drama about the pastimes of Lord Krishna. He planned to describe in one book both the pastimes of Vrindaban and those of Dwarka and Mathura. Arambiya chila ebe prabhu agyapaya duinata kori teche vibhaga koriya. He began in that way, but now, following the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has divided it into two and is writing two plays, one concerning the pastimes of Mathura and Dwarka, and the other concerning the pastimes of Vrindaban. So this also happened because when Rupa Goswami was traveling from Vrindaban to Jagannath Puri, he went through Bengal, Anupama passed away, then his younger brother, he stayed behind to take care of the last rites of the last things of Anupama. And then he traveled through Orissa going to Jagannath Puri, which is of course in Orissa. But when he got to a town called Satyabhamapur, then in a dream a very beautiful lady appeared to him, who is obviously Satyabhama, one of Krishna's principal queens in Dwarka. And she said, write a separate play about me. By my mercy, it will be very beautiful. Then Rupa Goswami knew that Satyabhama, she's in Dwarka, and she wants the play dedicated to her, and it will be very beautiful by her mercy. So then he knew he had to separate Vrindaban from Dwarka, and the play about Dwarka will have some emphasis on Satyabhama, and then Vrindaban will be separate. And he has to divide everything in two, and dividing everything in two means new introduction, new Nandi, new Mangala Charan, new introduction, new offering of prayers, new Ishtadeva for each separate drama is not to be. And then Mahaprabhu, here it says, he began in that way, but now following the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has divided it in two and is writing two plays, one concerning the pastimes of Mathura and Dwarka, and the other concerning the pastimes of Vrindaban, because then Mahaprabhu confirmed that there should be two plays, because Mahaprabhu said, quoted a verse, and he said, Krishna never takes one step outside of Vrindaban. So how could it be the same Krishna that's in Dwarka if Krishna never leaves Vrindaban? The idea is that the Krishna who's in Dwarka is an expansion of Krishna, Vasudeva, and his mood is different. He's not a cowherd boy, he's a prince, and it's a whole different situation. So it's a different person, but it's an expansion of Krishna. So, but Mahaprabhu also gave the indication they should be two, because he said Krishna never takes one step out of Vrindaban. So that original Swayam Bhagavan Krishna will be in Vrindaban. And another aspect of the Lord will be in Dwarka. Vidagda Madhava Ar Lalita Madhava Duinata Ke Prema Rasa Adambuta Sab. Vidagda Madhava Ar Lalita Madhav Duinata Ke Prema Rasa Adabhuta Sab. The two plays are called Vidagda Madhava and Lalita Madhava. Both of them wonderfully describe ecstatic emotional love of God. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur informs us in this connection that Srila Rupa Goswami finished the drama known as Vidagda Madhava in the year Shakabda 1454, which is AD 1532. And he finished the Lalita Madhava in Shakabda 1459, which is, or AD 1537, which is 5 years later. The discussion between Ramananda Roy and Srila Rupa Goswami at Jagannath Puri took place in Shakabda 1437, which is AD 1515. So about 17 years before the first composition. This whole conversation is occurring, and according to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, it's occurring in 1515, and Rupa Goswami finished the Vidagda Madhava in 1532, so 17 years later. Raya Kohe Nandi Shloka Paradeki Shuni Shri Rupa Shloka Pade Prabhu Agyamani. Ramananda Roy said, please recite the introductory verse of the Vidagda Madhava so that I can hear and examine it. Thus Srila Rupa Goswami, being ordered by Mahaprabhu, recited the verse. The Vidagda Madhava is about Vrindaban. Sudanam Chandrinam api madhuri monmada damani dadhana radhadi pranaya gana Sharai Surabitam Samantat Santa Podgama Vishama Samsara Surani Pranitam Te Trishnam Haratu Harilila Shikarini. May the pastimes of Sri Krishna reduce the miseries existing in the material world and nullify all unwanted desires. The pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are like Shikarini, a blend of yogurt and sugar candy. They overpower the pride of even the nectar produced on the moon, for they describe the sweet fragrance of the concentrated loving affairs of Srimati Radharani and the gopis. So, may the pastimes So Rupa Goswami is reciting the introductory verse of Vidagdha Madhava. May the pastimes of Sri Krishna reduce the miseries existing in the material world and nullify all unwanted desires. The pastimes of the Lord are like Shikarini, a blend of yogurt and sugar candy. They overpower the pride of even the nectar produced of the moon, for they described the sweet fragrance of the concentrated loving affairs of Srimati Radharani and the gopis. So it says Shikarini, which I take to be like Shrikand. You know what is Shrikand? Shrikand is a special sweet made from yogurt. What they do is they take the yogurt and they put it in like a cheesecloth and they drain out all the water so it becomes very thick. Then they stir in some sweetening like sugar and flavoring, maybe like can have saffron, and they'll make saffron Shrikand with strained yogurt. It's hanging overnight to take all the water out, and then like this. So the pastimes of the Lord are like Shikarini, a blend of yogurt and sugar candy. They overpower the pride of even the nectar produced on the moon, for they distribute the sweet fragrance of the concentrated loving affairs of Srimati Radharani and the gopis. So that's the introductory verse to Vidagdha Madhava. Very beautiful. Raya kohe kaha ishta devara varnan prabhura sankoche rupa nakore patan. Ramananda Roy said, "Now please recite the description of the glories of your worshipable deity." Rupa Goswami, however, hesitated due to embarrassment because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was present. So why is he so embarrassed? Because his worshipable deity, who he's dedicating the play to, is called Ishtadeva, the deity, the Lord who you're dedicating everything to, is obviously Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu is there, and Rupa Goswami is hesitant to read glorification of Mahaprabhu in front of him because Mahaprabhu doesn't present himself as the Lord. He presents himself as an ordinary person. And so he will not like to hear these glories that he is the worshipable Ishtadeva of the drama. Mahaprabhu is present. And Rupa Goswami knows there's going to be a reaction from Mahaprabhu. So he's very hesitant to say anything. Prabhu kohe kaha kene gora sankocha laje grantera phala shunaiba Vaishnava samaje. The Lord, however, encouraged Rupa Goswami, saying, "Why are you embarrassed? You should recite it to the devotees. So you should recite it so the devotees can hear the good fruit of your writing. Why are you embarrassed? Please present the Ishtadeva." But Mahaprabhu doesn't know that he's Ishtadeva. He says, "Why are you hesitant? We want to hear. Please speak." And then, Tabe Rupa Gosai Jadi Shloka Parila Shuni Prabhu Kohe E Ati Stuti Hoila. When Rupa Goswami thus recited his verse, Mahaprabhu disapproved of it because it described his personal glories. He expressed the opinion that it was an exaggerated explanation. So when Rupa Goswami is reciting this verse, glorifying Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu doesn't like it. He says, this is just exaggeration. This is not the real. He says, this is exaggerated explanation. And there's Anarpita charim chirat karuna yavatirna kalo samarpayitum unato jvala rasam swabhakti shriyam hari purata sundara duty karamba sandipita sada hridaya kandare suratu va sachinandana. This is in the Mangala Charan of the Chaitanya Charitamrita itself. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj cites this verse, but here it's the verse presenting the worshipable deity, the Ishtadeva of the drama Vidagdha Madhava. And so it says, may the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendentally situated in the innermost core of your heart, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold. He is descended in the age of Kali, by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most elevated mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. So he's saying that Mahaprabhu, he is it's in Sanskrit drama, this drama, it's supposed to first present Mangala Charan, auspicious prayers in introduction. Then it also expresses what is the subject matter of the drama. Then it bestows benedictions or bestows blessings on the reader. You know, sometimes you'll see you'll see this expression, like political parties use it, but it's actually from the Vedas. It's like this, when someone holds their hand like this. Ashirbad. Ashirbad means giving blessings. I'm giving you blessings. This. So this verse, introduction, Mangala Charan, prayers, then presenting the purpose of what you're writing about, then offering benedictions to the reader, and offering also obeisances. Offering obeisances and offering benedictions are both there. So actually this verse is offering benedictions, because if you listen, it says, may the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendentally situated in the innermost core of your heart. That's a blessing. May Mahaprabhu always be in your heart, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold. He has descended in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most elevated mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. So it's giving that blessings. May that Lord always be in your heart. And he is giving something that no one has ever given before. All the development of all rasas, all the way to conjugal love, he is giving that out to everyone. So this verse also appears in the Antya-lila, in the beginning of this Chaitanya Charitamrita. In his commentary on the Vidagdha Madhava, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur remarks, Mahaprabhu Svurtim Vina Hari-lila Rasasvadananu Papater Iti Bhava. Without the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one cannot describe the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami said, Vo yushmakam hridaya rupa guhayam sachinandano hari pakshe simha swaratu. May Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is exactly like a lion that kills all the elephants of desire, be awakened within everyone's heart, for by his merciful blessings one can understand the transcendental pastimes of Krishna. Sab Bhaktagan Kohe Shloka Shuniya, Kritartha Korila Sabai Shloka Shunaya. So despite the fact that Mahaprabhu disapproved of the verse and said it is exaggeration, here it mentions all the devotees present so greatly appreciated this verse that they expressed their gratitude to Srila Rupa Goswami for his recitation. They're so happy that Rupa Goswami said that. Mahaprabhu didn't want to hear that necessarily, but all the devotees said, "You have expressed what we want to hear, what we are feeling." So then, Raya kohe kon amuke patra sanidan rupa kohe kala samye pravartakanam. Ramananda Roy inquired, "How have you introduced the assembly of the players?" Rupa Goswami replied, "The players assemble at a suitable time under the heading of Pravartika." So this is a form. There are different ways in which the actors will come, because it's a drama, it's a dance, drama and dance. The actors have to get on the stage, so there's different ways that they get on the stage. So what's the form in your drama? How do the actors come on the stage? And then he says, so Ramananda Roy, he knows about these details because he writes drama. So he can ask these questions because he knows what are the different forms of drama. He can express this. Raya kohe kona muke patra sanidan rupa kohe kala samye pravartakanam. Ramananda Roy inquired, "How have you introduced the assembly of the players?" Rupa Goswami replied, "The players assemble at a suitable time under the heading of Pravartika." In a drama, all the actors are called patra, or players. This is stated by Vishwanath Kaviraj in the Salitya Darpana. Divya Marte Sa Tadrupo Mishram Anyataras Tayo Sanshayed Vastu Bijam Vimukam Patra Atapiva. So these explanations of Chaitanya Charitamrita are very detailed because Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also knows about these things. So he's qualified to write what's going on because he's also very learned. So he can present this in Chaitanya Charitamrita. That's why there's so much detail. If we read the commentaries of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Vinod, Vishwanath Chakravarti, they can present volumes about commentaries about what's going on. So it's nice to read that, but you'll be sitting reading one verse for a long time in some cases. But here, in a drama, all the actors are called patra, or players. This is stated by Vishwanath Kaviraj in the Sahitya Darpana. The meaning of a mukha is stated by Srila Rupa Goswami in the Natak Chandrika. Sutradharo Nati Brute Swakaryam Prati Yuktita Prastuta Kshepi Chitrokya Yatad Amukam Iritam. When Srila Ramananda Roy inquired about the arrangement for introducing the assembly of players in the drama, Rupa Goswami replied that when the players first enter the stage in response to the time, the introduction is technically called Pravartika. This means in relation to the time they're coming. What does that mean, time? It may be springtime. It may be winter. It may be a full moon night. It may be a dark moon night. It depends. The players are forming according to the particular time. For an example, below, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that the introduction, which is technically called a mukha, may be of 5 different kinds according to the Sahitya Darpana. Udgat Yaka Katod Gata Prayo Gatishayastata Pravartaka Vala Gite Pancha Prastavana Bida. Introductions may be classified as follows: Udgatika, Katodgata, Prayogatishaya, Pravartika, and Avalagita. So it's already been established that this is the fourth one, Pravartika. The 5 kinds of introduction are called Amukha. Thus Srila Ramananda Roy asked which of the 5 introductions had been employed, and Srila Rupa Goswami replied that he had used the introduction called the Pravartika. Akshipta Kala Shamyena, Akshipta Kala Samyena, Pravesha Shad Pravartika. When the entrance of the actors is set in motion by the arrival of a suitable time, the entrance is called Pravartika. So what's that mean? Soyam Vasanta Samaya Samiyaya Yasmin Purnam Tam Ishvaram Upoda Nava Nuragam Gudagraha Ruchiraya Saha Radayaso Rangaya Sangamayita Nishi Purnamashi. Springtime had arrived, and the full moon of that season inspired the Supreme Lord, who is complete in everything, with new attraction to meet the beautiful Srimati Radharani at night to increase the beauty of their pastime. So according to that time and everything, the actors are coming. They're arranging themselves because of the suitable time. There's other ways at which the introduction can take place, but this one's being explained. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur interprets this verse, Vidagdha Madhava, in 2 ways. For Lord Krishna and for Srimati Radharani. When interpreted for Krishna, the night is understood to have been a dark moon night. And when interpreted for Srimati Radharani, it is considered to have been a full moon night. So different ways of understanding. So tomorrow I'll continue with this very because sometimes, so now we'll sing Hari Haraya. Tomorrow we'll continue. Now. All right. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jarabhaya Nama Hare Nama Krishna Jarabhaya Nama Jarabhaya Marabhaya Keshavaya Nama Bhaya Marabhaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Garadara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Garadara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatam Bhakta Raghunath Jai Rupa Sanatam Bhakta Raghunath Sri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Rasa Raghunath Jiva Gopala Bhakta Rasa Raghunath Echai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Echai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jaoite Vignana Shamista Puran Jaoite Vignana Shamista Puran Echai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas Echai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas Kasabar Pada Renu Mora Panchagras Sabara Pada Renu Mora Panchagras Kader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Kader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Janame Janame More Abhilas Aname janame more ambilas. Chai gosai jabe braje koilabas. Chai gosai jabe braje koilabas. Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash. Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash. Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan. Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjayaman. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjayaman. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas. Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamudas. Nam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamudas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Haribo. Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Tadiya Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvajaka Charyashta Tara Sadar Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvajaka Charyashta Tara Sadar Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunashi Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunash Sad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Se Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagwat Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Ram Maya Kapoor Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Koladvip Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Sokel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Sevashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindaban Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Shri Akadasi Upavas Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.